Hello guys, can you hear me properly? Let me know if you can hear me properly. Can you guys hear me? Oh, nice. Thanks. Is the background music not too loud? Welcome to the stream. Okay then, let's begin. I am gonna turn off the background music because it's a bit distracting. So I'm gonna turn that off. Okay. So I posted this preview in the BB showcase stuff, and people are interested. So somebody actually asked on how to make a kind of these stacky games. Stacky game. Okay, right, yeah. Stacky, okay, yeah, Stacky Dash. Okay, so yeah, somebody asked on how to make this kind of mechanics, and it's a kind of it's not really hard, but it's just a bit complicated. So I had to break down some things in order to make this mechanics work. So firstly, I had to know how to make the player increase the stack and also decrease the stack, and also the movement. So I would take you guys through it. The BB doc, I am going to make it available. I'm not yet done with it, so I will not make it available until when I'm done with the whole thing, because there's some things I want to simplify. But for now, I want to show you guys the mechanics of how it's all working. So I I made a touch manager that is a custom node which I made. I just amplified the touch node and made it made it crazy. So I did a lot of codings here, and I'll tell you why I had to do a lot of codings here. I also had to attach this to it, because it gets really complicated. So firstly, I wanted to take a look at the player. So the player, we have some buttons for input. So that's WASD. Let me play the game for you guys to see how it actually looks here. So if I press the W and S, they do not work. But if I press D, the player moves forward. And when the player collides with the wall, the player stops. And if you press A, then we go back to where we came from. We press D, we go back to that position, and we press W, then we can move to the left. Okay, so the issue that I had to fight here was that my player could not be a let me have a look. My player could not be a dynamic player because it's stack. So we can use dynamic because we are adding objects to the player, and that makes it very complicated. So in BB, I had to do a custom node, which is this stacky mechanics. So this one is one that actually manages everything, and this node was built off the spawn node. So so what I do, I just amplify the nodes and make them more powerful. So in this node, what we do here, I will just explain the scripts because there's a lot of things here which if you don't have a good background in JavaScript, you won't really understand. But I would make it clear to you. So this is just a spawn node, but apart from spawning, we have an array here, and this array keeps hold of how many platforms we have at the moment. And when we spawn a platform, this is where we spawn a platform. So yeah, when we spawn a platform here, it's somewhere here. Yeah, here we spawn a platform, and then we spawn the platform as a child of the player. So what is actually happening is that we have a player here, and then we are spawning object under the player, and when the object is spawned under the player, then we move the player above that object. So because I was not able to use physics, that was the method which I went for. So I spawn an object under the player, and then I move the player above the object. So every time we collide with all these blue squares, we are actually spawning one object under the player and moving the player upwards as well. And that's the same way I did the reverse. So when we want to take away a platform, we take away the lowest platform. All the platforms go down 1 unit downwards, and the player also goes 1 unit downwards. So it's kind of a very complicated stuff. I will show you guys more now. So let me show you guys more about this script. So there are two things here that happens that actually changes everything. So firstly, we increase the player's height, and this is a position incremental, a position increment. So this is used because I want my player to go upwards by 1 unit. So the player is on 0. By the time we collect the first platform, the player will go to 1. The second one go to 2. Third one go to 3. Fourth one go to 4. And that's how I was able to do it. So one thing that I liked that made the thing easy for me with Buildbox. Let me play again. Let me see something. Yeah. So one thing that made it easy for me with Buildbox was that in the player node, I was able to actually access this player. So we are not actually moving the player object. We are moving just the player's mesh. That's how it got easy. So I was moving only the player's mesh, and that's why if we play the game in debug mode, the player's collider does not go up. The player's collider remains at the bottom, and that's how it's able to detect collision. So everything there is working inside the player, not outside the player. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but yeah, because even if I make this BB doc public, people won't still understand how it works because it's a bit complicated. So that is what I have done. So I made it easy here for you to actually adjust the properties. So you can adjust the properties to any amount that you want. And also one thing I had to do was that these are the platforms which we spawn under the player. So I had to look at the scaling of the platforms and look at their sizes. So when I spawn, so if I should duplicate this platform here, if I move it upwards, if I make this to be 0, right, and make this one to be 1, you can see that it is positioned right above it. If I should duplicate this and also make it 2, you will see that it is spawned directly above this. So that was how I was able to get that measurement. Can you guys just say something in the chat if you are understanding what I'm saying? Because I think I'm just talking too much. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this for now. And one thing about the game that I saw was that those platforms are removed when you are going on this kind of thin platforms, and we are going to do that. We are going to do something like that in our game to see how everything is. So the way I was able to do, so if I should play the game again, right? When we move and we collect platforms, if we should go to that other direction, when we reach the end, we are reducing. So what is happening is that because our collision is not moving, we are able to detect the ground. So when we detect these empty boxes, then it will spawn a box and then disable and then take one from our stack. So what I'm gonna do now, I am gonna do something similar in this game right here and make that possible in our game. So if I should save this project as, let me save it as stacky game. Okay, stacky game. So what I'm gonna do here is that I am gonna remove the floor. I am going to remove the floor. I can do no ground. If I do no ground, what's gonna happen? Okay, our game is still fine because we are not using physics. That's one of the advantage of not using physics in this game, because when we use physics, it ruins everything. So right now, this is how the game looks. So now we've removed the ground, and now we can see that this is how the ground looks. So here, what I can actually do here is, this is where our platform starts to reduce. So I can actually put select this object and then scale it down to where the platform is supposed to reduce. And what I can do, I can delete this one. I don't know why we have this there. Okay, so I deleted that one. And now what I'm going to do now is that I am going to duplicate this wall, right? I am going to put it downwards. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here and just duplicate the wall and make it ground. I'll change the name to ground and make it to be none. And I'll put the ground downwards above the cube. Okay. And I'll make it like, let's do 40. 40 is not that right, so do 39. Okay, 39 is perfect. So what I'll do, I will look at this in this 2D perspective. Oh, we can't say it that way. Okay, so I'll bring it down a bit, and then what I'm gonna do is this object is a reduction. Okay, I know exactly what to do now. So if I should play the game now, we won't see anything in this place. Okay, that's good. So what I'll do now is I am going to select this cube, move it down. Okay, and let's make it -1, -1.5. That should be okay. And then I'm gonna scale it. So I am going to scale it. I am going to scale it on both axes, and then I am going to move it. So actually, I didn't have to even touch the sides, but it's fine. So I'll just scale it that way, and then I can select this cubes again, select this movement, and then move it. Okay, move it this way. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's perfect, I think. Okay, and I can increase the scale of this platform. Actually, I will still need to put the platform there, but I can disable the mesh so as to stop the player from moving left and right. Yeah, so that's what I am gonna do actually. So I am gonna press Ctrl Z, and I'm gonna duplicate these two sides, copy paste, and I'm gonna move it to this side. Oh, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to, okay, I am going to go to the wall, go to the color. Can I? Oh, I can't paint the color. Or that sucks. What I can do is I can do a color animation and make it 0, and then paint the color. Good. And for my normal walls, like this ones right here, I would make it normal white, and just the same thing basically. But for this one, when I copy and paste it, copy and paste, copy paste, and move it towards here. So I need to actually make them the same size. So if I should take this and drag it down, oh no, take this. Okay, what I'll do, I am gonna duplicate this, and then I am gonna give it the same position. I'll give it the same position as this one. So we have the same 25. Okay, we have 41 here. So 41, give it 41. Oh, what have I done? 41 copy and 41 paste. What is happening? So 41.9 copy, and this paste. Okay, now we have it there. We can delete this one, and now we can move this to this side, to where everything starts to remove. And when we do that, I can actually go here and set it to 0. Okay. So this will serve like an invisible wall when we are going. And then I can put another wall just in front of us to make us stop. So I'll just copy this, copy paste, move it here, move it down here, and then put it in the middle here. Yep, and I can leave it that way, or I could just scale it on both axes like this. Good. And now if I should play the game, this is how the game is going to be. So we can see the floor, right? I want to be able to rotate the camera, so I'll go to my what is the, so I'll go to my player, and I'll give my player a camera rotation, yeah, and keep that there. So now I can press W, and that's to rotate my camera around the player. So if I go forward, so I go this way. Oh, we have we are blocking the player's view. Okay. Oh, okay. This should not be blocking the player's view. What am I gonna do? Wait a minute. What should I do? We are blocking the player's view position, so I will have to drag this a bit to the side. Oh wait, later. Do we still have more? Okay. Okay. So I think this should not be here. Okay. I am going to scale this. I'm gonna scale this way. Just leave it that way. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. So now we can go this way, rotate, and you can see that we have a bridge there. So now we can go to the bridge, and now we can go like that. And that's how the mechanics work. So here, I said in the touch manager, I had to use this. So because I didn't use physics, I had to find a way to stop my player when the player touches the wall. So I managed to go and learn how to use the recast. And so in our when the player is moving, there's a recast which is casted in this object selected. Where is it? So yeah, so we get the object in front of us, and now we do a recast. So if the object in front of us, if it is the wall, so the player would not be able to move. So here we do a recast, and if we hit the wall, then we can't move. Or if we didn't hit the wall, then we can move. So I had to do a lot of twisting here to make to make everything work properly, so that the player doesn't go out of the map. So it's a bit very like the thing about nodes is when you really dive deep into the work, your nodes just get messy, you know. That's why it's really a bit messy. I try to organize it the best way I could, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm gonna remove these ones that I don't really need. They are just there for debug purpose, because I had to do a lot of debug, a lot of trial and errors in order to make this work. We can use the swipe as well. I have not actually tested the swipe yet. I think I should though. Swipe up. Let me test the swipe actually. Swipe up, swipe down, swipe left, right, and left. Okay, so I'm gonna disable these buttons, and let's test the swipe. So swipe up, the swipe. Oh, okay, yeah. So now we are swiping, and everything seems to work properly. Swipe left, we are going left. Swipe right, we are going right. And then swipe up, we are going up. Swipe down, we are going down. Swipe up, swipe left, then we are going left. So you swipe up, you can go up. You can only go left. So now we are going left, and now we are here going back. Yeah, so the reason why it is reducing it again is because it's detecting the collision. So here now we can go anymore. So yeah, it's a bit complicated. I would try my best to explain it more, but I would make this baby doc. I would make it available for everyone once I am able to simplify everything to make it easy to understand. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer the questions if you have any questions. So while you're asking, while you're thinking of the questions to ask me, I want to show you a nice project which I have been working on, and I will do a tutorial on that later as well. So actually, let me show you one, which is the plant versus zombie. I was able to actually do this in 2 days. It's just amazing the way it's easy to do some things in Buildbox. So if you know Plants vs Zombies, I literally made a prototype. I'm still looking for models, and I would make it more nice by the time I find nice models to use for the game. But right now, the game is just a prototype, which I will show you now. So it's like a Plant vs Zombie game. I am gonna remove the music because it's a bit too loud. Let me go and disable the sound. Okay, I can set the volume though. So I'll make it 0.2. Yeah, 0.2. So you can drop items, and then you wait for them to get some money. You wait to get some resources. We have zombies coming at us. We can drop some torrents to shoot the zombies. We can drop some landmines to attack the zombies. And I put some screen shake there. We can put a lot of bombs here to stop the zombies from actually invading us, while we drop some torrents. We have a blocker. We can put a blocker down. I'll put more bombs here to stop the zombies from coming here. So we get this money. We put in the torrents. We have a blocker. The zombies are getting stronger every time we kill them. That was a new nice stuff I added to the game. So we can add a lot of blockers. We can put bombs down. Oh, I put a blocker down by mistake. So the game now gets very hard now, and I think I am gonna fail the game because I suck at my own game. So when the zombies, when they touch the church, you get a game over. When they touch the hospital, you get a game over, like that, and that's a game over. Yep. So I made the game super difficult. But yeah, so in this game I would break down some of the mechanics, because this one is actually more easier to explain than the stack one, because this one, the main mechanics is dragging from UI and dropping the objects. So it's just like an RTX game which you build. If you notice that the way I am building, I drag the UI and then it shows me an highlight of the object. Once I drop it, it spawns the object. So it's just a very simple stuff, but it's just the mechanics which I use. And we have the producers which produce points every like 10 seconds. They give us points. I'm actually screwed now. I have to drop a lot of bombs here to kill these guys, while I get more time. And for the bomb, you can see that the bomb is actually attacking a lot of people, a lot of zombies at the same time. That was fun to do as well. All I did was I used a spear cast, which did that. So the game is like super hard right now. It's just hard. It's difficult. I'll make it easier. So I mean that all. And if I should show you, there's actually one script that I used to do everything. For the building, it was actually easy. Like, you wouldn't believe how easy it is. I made a custom UI button, and it has one script. And this one script actually has the highlights, as the assets which you want to spawn. I made the assets changeable via the asset. In the UI, you can just duplicate the object, and then they will spawn whatever objects you put there. So these mechanics can be used for any type of building games, and you can you can create as many as you want, as many like buttons as you want, and just put different object there. It's just as easy. It's as easy as that. So I think I found this one much easier to explain than the than the stacking one. But yeah, if you would like to know how this was done, I'll be very happy to show you. And what happens is that if I go to the zombie, when they are dead, they send a check difficulty signal. The game manager receives the check difficulty signal. When it receives the signal, it checks if our current point is equals to 10, and then it increases the zombie's health. So that's why the zombie gets harder. So I can make this 50, and when we play the game will be easy until the game reaches 50. So now let me drop my producers. And then I'm gonna wait for them to give me some resources, and now I can start dropping my attackers. So I will start with planting bombs, to be honest, because I need to kill these zombies before they actually get to me. I can put one attacker here, put another one here, put another one, let's say here. I need more money. I'll put another one here. I should actually buy I should buy 2 more producers to get me more money. And we are in trouble here. We have a lot of zombies coming here. Oh my days. Drop more. There we go. So when we reach 50, the game gets super hard. So let me drop some oh my god, I need to drop some blockers. So I'll drop some blockers here. The zombies have destroyed my torrent, as you can see. They can actually destroy them. Oh my days. I need to use a lot of bomb here. A lot of bombs. Okay, now I can drop in my attackers and drop in a lot of blocks to block the zombies, because the zombies are now getting super hard. So now the zombies have more health now, so the zombies get very strong. I can make more money and just drop my bombs to kill them. So if you guys have any question, let me know. I'll be very happy to answer your question. And even to make this more fun, I can show you how I can use my building mechanics to make a simple builder game. Oh my god, the zombies are going far. I need to kill the zombies. There's one right in my middle here. Oh my days. It's over. Is he over yet? I'm not sure. I have a lot of money though. I can buy a lot of bombs. Uh-oh. I don't have any attacker in this place. The bombs are like OP. They just kill everything. So when you kill one zombie, you get 1 point. So I can even make the game harder and make it spawn more zombies the more score you have, and make them harder. So can you stack attackers on top of each other or upgrade? Can you stack attackers on top of each other or upgrade the attack rate? I mean, it's if I want to upgrade the attack rate, all I have to do is just increase this delay. So I can make maybe a, so I would probably use a custom node for that action. So I would just make like a custom node to increase the attack rate. But for now, I just use a delay to do the attack. So I will use a custom node if I want to increase the attack rate. So that's something I can do. And also with the upgrade, that is also doable. I can just do I can add that to my custom script to so when you put an attacker on top of an attacker, it makes it stronger. That is also very doable. Increase the attack rate while playing. Yeah, if I wanted to do that, I would use a custom node because there's no way you can actually. I mean, if I were to use a timer node in case of this one here, I can actually decrease the time in the timer node. I can decrease the time in the timer node, and if I go to modify timer, yeah, so I can call this modified timer node, which is just supposed to connect. This should be connected to. I've never used this node, so I don't know how it works. But I think if you should do it, it would call a signal in the. So if it's self, then receiver equals entity. So modify timer. Okay, so there's a modify timer node in this script. Modify time. Yeah. So what I would do. Oh, thanks. Welcome to the stream. This is Buildbox. It's a game engine, and welcome to the stream. Yeah. So if I should actually, what I can do is use the timer node here, and do done enable timeout spawn, and give it like a 2 second, like I did before, and then after this, I have a receive node, and what I would do is pull this here and receive. I will do increase fire. So when I do increase fire, I can go to my game manager, and let's say if I should press a button, let's say I'll use a button now just for testing. If I use a button and I say if you press let's say F, then we want to send that signal. So we want to increase fire, and when we call that signal, we actually want it to increase the fire, so it would reduce the timer by -5. So we should get very fast. So let's try that out now. Let's try that out. So if I should play the game now, and I put the attackers, if I should press F, I'm pressing F. Let me put a logger there to know if it's actually working. So I'll put a log air to check if it's receiving anything. So I'll drop in attackers and then press F. Okay, it's receiving something. I don't think that's working, so I would probably need to. I will probably need to make a custom node for that. But it should be modifying the time in the timer though. I don't know why it's not doing that, but yep, should be. But yeah, I think I'll have to make a custom node for that one. Modify time, so value times -1. That's strange. But maybe minus amount. If I make this 1, What happens? So when I press F, something actually happens. I don't know what. But yeah, if I actually want to do that, I can do that now. That will be fun, actually. So what I would do is I would do a float, a let's attack rate, fire rate. Let's fire rate. I know CH, but I learned Beatbox. I learned JavaScript by using Beatbox. So if you guys have any tips to get better, let me know. But this is what I know. So I will do a fire rate. I will make it a float. And what I will do is in the update, I will do last fire rate. Actually, last fire rate. Last fire. Let's last fire. Let last fire equals 0. And what I would do is I used to go to, I use the timer nodes to always copy some things because I don't really know the name stuff. But yeah, I need the attribute, so I'll go here and go to my script and paste this there. And what I will do is change this to fire rate. And also go to my numbers and add a number. Yep, and add a fire rate. And also do fire rate equals to fire rate. I can just remove this, and yeah, this should be it. So we are getting the fire rate, and in the update, we want to, okay, so here I am gonna have a green that says fire, and I'll go here as well and copy some things. I'll go here to yeah, here it's a signal, so go here and we'll go to my script and do fire the signal true. So here it will fire, it will send true, it will send fire every time. So what we want to do is we want to so if last fire is less than if last fire is greater than or equals to this might not work, but I will fix it. So if it's this, then we want to fire. We want to fire. And if it's not, then we want to reduce it we want to reduce it by minus dt minus equals dt. I think this should be it, actually. Not sure yet. Let's try out. So my fire rate, I'll do torrent shooter, and then I'm going to do, let's say, 30 seconds for now. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, good. So I'll pull this here. and I would remove all this. Okay, so we want it to wait to have a delay before it shoots. So I'll put this delay here. I'll leave that delay here. I'll make a bool and say it can shoot. Actually, I'll do a bool. Let can shoot, and I would do can shoot. Okay, so we need a signal. If name equals shoot equals shoot, then we want can shoot equals true, can shoot. Where did you learn to code? Vowed. Vowed, I think you're a better coder than me. I learned to code just by watching YouTube, and I don't know JavaScript. I know C#, and I learned that by just doing a lot of projects and using Unity and a lot of YouTube tutorials. I am actually doing a game design course now, and I will start to learn programming, C++ and everything next year. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, but everything I know now, I learned everything just by trying and error. Set last fire to 0 after trigger else it will loop. Oh, okay. Yes. I knew that I knew I was supposed to do something here. Yeah. I knew I was supposed to do something here after I fire to make it stop. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so last fire is equals 0 when we fire. Yeah, I knew that there was something missing, but yeah, I would have known later. But thank you, you saved me a lot of time. So if we can shoot, then so can shoot equals true, and then I'll say can shoot. If we can shoot, then we fire basically. Then we can shoot. So I'll put this here. So I am very used to the way I arrange my stuff in Visual Studio. I find programming in VB a bit difficult because in Visual Studio we have auto complete and other stuff, but here it's just like coding and you have no idea what you're doing. So yeah, thank you. I would actually do. Oh no, I've messed things up. Okay, so I pasted that, and there was something I need to do. Okay, yeah. So I'll do this, and then press tab. No, press tab. Yeah, tab, and then yeah. So this is it. So it said. That won't stop it. It will trigger now and then, every 2 seconds in this case. Set last fire to 0. That won't stop it. It will trigger now and then, every 3 seconds in this case. So what do you want me to do exactly? So I've set last fire to 0 when we shoot, and I've set this to reduce every second. So what? Is there anything else I'm supposed to do? Let me save this though, because I know BD might just crash on me. Let me make this green and make it shoot, and then we can shoot, and we can fire. Okay. So let me try this and let me see what I've done, basically. So here, it does not shoot. So it does not shoot at all. Interesting. So here, it doesn't shoot at all. So what can be the issue? That's why programming is trial and error. So I said fire is true. when fire is true, it spawns. So I'm gonna use a log. I'll do so whenever I'm having issues like this, I just put a log here, and that tells me if we are reading it or not. So now, if I play the game, we are getting log 1, but the issue is that it's not going. We start the game again, put the attackers. Oh, okay. What can be the issue, guys? So we have a delay of 1 second, and make it 1 second, and then so at the start we need to set can shoot. Last fire equals to fire rate. Last fire equals to fire rate. I mean, if I do this, then it will wait for 3 seconds before it shoots at the start. Let's try this. Attacker. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what the issue is. So when we shoot, we want to set the last fire to the fire rate when we shoot. So this should be here. This should be here. And if I set that, then it should work now. Yeah, I am very confident that it's gonna work now. Okay, let's remove this and let's play the game now. Okay, it's not working. What can be the issue? So last time when I set this to this at the start, it was working. Okay. So it's kind of like there's an issue somewhere. So I am gonna do something. So yeah, when I'm having issues, I try to make it as a paint. So we have a fire rate of, let's say, 3. So every 3 we want to shoot, and we are using the timer. So DT here means delta time, I think. So every time, so can shoot last fire is equals 0, and last fire is 0. So if 0 is greater than DT, and what's DT? I don't really know. DT is delta time, but what's the issue actually? What is the issue? I've done something similar in Unity, so I'm just going to replicate that. That's why I find JavaScript a bit confusing, but I've done something like that in Unity. Let me check my scripts and my player shooting. Okay, so here I have a fire rate, and what we do is that in this place, I say if my prayer, okay, no, not this one actually. I shouldn't use this one. This one is using data time. Where is, yeah. So if time is greater than next fire, no, don't let me use that. Vowed, can you help me out? And I'll be stuck here. So, last time, I've done this before actually in one of my games. I've done this before somewhere, but I can't remember. Yeah, it's not here. The game is not here. The game is not here. For fire rate. Okay. I am gonna do something. I am gonna do something now. I have done something similar in one of these projects. I think it is if I should go to my assets, I can find something. My assets, I can find. Okay. Shooting, reloading. Yeah, I've done something like that. I mean, I've done that before. I just forgot how to do it. Buildbox, plant a zombie, drop that in there, and we have a shooting. Oh my god, where do I know that I have this now? Where do I know that this is there? Where do I know I kept this? Bullet damage? There's something kill. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here I did something similar. I used ammo, and in the update, emit. Okay. So this is actually just calling. This is shooting every time we press the button. So we can use we can really use this in the game. We can really use this in the game. We can't really use this in the game. We can really use this in the game. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna face it. So okay, we're gonna do some debugging here. So if we can shoot, when we play the game now and we drop the player, it starts to shoot. It shoots one bullet and that's it. One bullet and that's it. So if it shoots just one bullet, that means it is reading this and it is setting the last fire to 0. If we don't set the last fire to 0, what happens? Oh, okay. If we don't set last fire to 0, then it just spams it. Okay. So if we set last fire to 0, then because it is less than this, it is going to reduce. But there's something I need to do. I still need to set the last fire to the fire rate. Okay. Okay. So here, fire rate equals to 0. Yeah, I can't use this time to time. That's why it's harder to do it in BB. But there's a different method I learned, but I can't really remember. Hey, 6Z. Welcome to the stream. There's a method I used to use, but I can't remember. Okay, so here. Okay, so it's the fire rate, this next fire. Yeah, I don't want to use time.time because
I don't think.
Buildbox has time.time. Does it though? Because time.time is the time frame which the game
Is running. I think I watched the replay of the stream too.
Yeah. So yeah. So what am I gonna do? Is it time.time? So I don't want to use time.time because BB does not have time.time. I'm looking for a simpler method. Uh, let me see this one. Okay. Oh, they're using quarantine. I don't think BB has quarantine yet. No. There is a way. I know it. I just can't. I just can't remember.
But now,
That's why people think programming is easy, but it's not easy. Like you need to do a lot of stuff. I don't want to use time.time. There's a different method, but I can't just remember. But it's time.
the time.
Okay. So DT, if we don't set DT in the beginning, what happens? The player does not shoot. I'm very close to finding out the solution, but I just don't know it. That's the thing. It's right there, but I don't know it. So if I should set it to the fire rate, the player is gonna shoot at the beginning of the game. Right. Shoot once and that's it. And that's it. Yep. So in order for to let the player shoot again, I need to set this again somewhere, but I don't really know where. So what I'm gonna do is it will set last fire to 0, and then I think I'm gonna have to use the bool though. I don't think I need the bool. I don't need the boolean. It's just close. I know it, but I don't know. So DT would reduce it. If I should disable this, what happens? The player still shoots. Oh, okay. Okay. So, this is so annoying. So what I'll do, I will log 1, I will log the fire rate, and I will log DT as well. Because I need to understand how this works properly so I don't...
So I know it once and for all. Where is stacky? Is it plan? I started with the stacky.
And I moved to the Plant vs Zombies. Yeah. So if there's any question, ask me because
the stacky the stacky mechanics is a bit
complicated. Like I said, because
it has to do with a lot of checking and stuff.
But yeah, it's a bit complicated. I would release the BB doc once I'm done. I wanna make it more simple. But if you watch the beginning of the stream, you would understand like the basics of how it works.
Yeah.
But now I'm just trying to figure out something because I need to know how this works. I really need to know how it works. So if I should put attacker down, okay. So time.time. Wait, last fire is still 3.
I think I need the help from Vowed.
And Vowed is not here. Oh my god. So time okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What if I was supposed to set it here, right? What if I was supposed to set it here? I don't think that would work though. Nah. Yeah. That wouldn't work because we need to set it once. Okay. If I should put it here. Mm. Hmm.
Set last fire to 0 after trigger health. Set fire to 0 after trigger health.
I'm so close. I just need to. I think. Wait, DT is. Wait a minute. I think DT is actually time to data time. So if I should. Okay. If time dot delta time. Oh. Wait a minute.
Let me actually try
Try this out. If time dot delta time is greater than next fire, then we add it. We add it and then we fire. Because I want to know DT. Is DT a fixed time or is DT a random time? I want to know. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it here. So we get DT. Log DT. So DT is kind of a fixed number. DT is a fixed number. Hmm. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Uh, I must find out how to do this. I know it. It's just gone. And I've got the app myself. That's the issue. It's just a note. I need to know this. If I want to be a programmer, I need to figure this out. I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. So actually, there's something I can do. If I should check this one, mobile action, scripts, player, shooting. If I do the fire right, oh, tender time. Time to time. Does Buildbox have time to time? I don't know. Time to time is needed. Documentation, and then time.time. So you have the time. Nothing near really. Okay. Delta time. Oh. So dt is delta time in seconds. Time elapsed since the last call of dt. So dt is delta time. Okay. Delta time. But we need time.time. I'm so close to this. Oh my god. I've done this before in one of my games that I made. BB Buildbox. Um, uh, it's here, I think. It should be here. I bet it's here. I don't know where I put it. I am ready driving. Give me a minute. I need to access my drive. My audio is gonna go in a minute. I'll be back. What I'm looking for is just right there, but I don't just know. Okay, so in this button balloons game, I did something similar. In my bus, I made this bus have a reload time. But still, I can still change the time though. Okay, we have to figure this out. If last fire is greater than or equals to 0, equals to this. Right now, it won't shoot. If I just do less than, what happens? It just spams the bullet. So, what I'm gonna do, when it is less than, we wanna set it back to fire rate. I think this might be the answer. Oh yes, I did it. I did it. I did it. If it's one, oh my days. I've done it, guys. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I knew it was just a simple sign. Ah, I hate programming. I hate it. It was just a simple sign I didn't put, and that messed up the whole work. Okay, so now we've been able to do the fire rate. I can actually do it right here. So if I wanted to, let's leave it that way actually. So if I put the attacker now, we can shoot very fast. So now we can actually do an upgrade for the shooter. All we need to do is just reduce the fire rate. When we reduce the fire rate, then we can get a powerful shooter. And now everything is working good. So let me clear up my code. And nice. Oh my days. Okay, so now we can do the fire rate now. They will shoot according to the fire rate. So how can we change the fire rate in runtime? So if the zombies are getting stronger, we need to make the torrent stronger. So I am gonna end the stream now so as not to complicate things too much. I will start I will start another stream afterwards of making the zombie versus plant games, so that people that want to watch the stream again can actually understand which one to watch. So I just make this lava zombie. Just start it. Just start this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit, just in a second. I'll end the stream and start the stream again, so we can have separate ones.